Okay, so now let's go over a few more skills in Windows 7. Alright, remember earlier I told you there was click and what we call right click. When you right click, there are always things hiding there, okay? So if I right click out in the desktop, I get this menu of things I can do. Okay, if I right click on the taskbar, I get a different menu of things I can do. If I right click over a shortcut, I get a list. So there are always great things hiding under the right click, okay? Just so you'll know, there are lots of options there. Alright, so let's go to something like, say, I want to customize my background. Alright, and we'll just say that, so I right click and I get this pop-up menu, okay, and I could change the view on my icons. See, I can change it to large. See, they're really big now. Or I can change it back to medium, which is what I had before. Oh, everything's spread out. I'll have to redecorate now. Okay, but I can change those all around. Now let's see, I don't care for the way these things are all spaced now. So what I want to do is go back and get things kind of, so I can just drag them back to the place I like them in. Okay, I like everything lined up. I know that you're thinking you have issues, which would be true. Okay, I like my computer all the way up here, and these other things can be spread all over, but I know where I'm expecting those things to be. A few of these I use quite regularly. Okay, alright, and I also am funny about the recycle bin. I like for the recycle bin to be right down here in the bottom corner, because that way I know if I've got to drag something to the trash, I can just take it right there. Okay, so those are some options too. Okay, so let's go back to personalizing the desktop. So I can right click and I can go to personalize. Okay, and now I get this thing, and I may or may not want to change it. Okay, I can change desktop icons. So if I go to my background, the desktop background, alright, I can change to solid location, I can change solid colors, or I could browse. Okay, I can look on the desktop and say, okay, it's going to show me all the pictures on the desktop. And I think I'm going to use this one this time of my family and I last year, and I can change the picture position from fill to fit to stretch. Alright, and you'll see that things are changing in the background as we do that. Okay, and I can make it change the pictures and shuffle, or I can cancel all that. Alright, so let's also look at doing a screensaver. Like right now I don't have a screensaver going. Okay, and I would like to look at doing something else. Now remember, I don't have access to everything just because of being on a school computer that is set up in a particular way. Alright, so let me go to the display and see if I can. Nope, it's trying to, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm not going to be, I'm locked out of the screensaver right now. Okay, so we'll just close that and worry about that another time. The other thing that has gotten quite popular in Windows 7 is the use of gadgets. So if you right click and go gadgets, and you can look at different things. You can get a unit converter, a puzzle to play with. Okay, you can get more gadgets online. Alright, so here I was going to be able to move on, and now I can, let's see, I'm looking at an article now, because I'm getting some kind of security advisory. It's telling me how I can develop apps on my own, all kinds of things. Let's see, personalization gallery. Oh, I can get new Windows 7 themes and wallpaper. Okay. And let's see, I can just search gadgets. So I should be able to, the Bing traffic gadget is no longer available. Okay, so I can learn how to get, these are all articles. I could browse by category, and let's see, oh, I can look at all these different things. Alright, so gadgets are available to you. It's not a big deal. I just wanted you to know they were an option. Okay? So also, the other thing I'd like to be able to be sure you know how to do is, if you were on a system where you could set the time and date yourself, you double click here, okay, you can click change, and I can go in and try to do all those, but it's not going to let me do it because that's something, this is picked up from our system. Okay, so that's how you do those things, and we'll move on to file management in just a few minutes.